probably wondering, what do keys have to do with producing a perfectly rounded wax seal? Hi, my name is Christine, and I'm completely obsessed with creating a perfectly rounded wax seal for my cards and scrapbooks. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create that perfectly rounded wax seal with your car keys, house keys, and even your neighbor's keys. But before I get started, I want to do a shout out to Linmar. She is part of my scrapbooking and card making community and is just as obsessed with wax seal hacks as I am. And she gave me this idea. So thank you, Linmar, for your creative genius. So here it is, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is watch this video right through to the end, because the keys you have are not all the same size, and neither are your wax seal stamps. In this short video, I'm going to show you what size keyring pairs well with each wax seal stamp size. So don't go taking apart your keys until you have all this info under your belt. Trust me, I want to save you the trouble of taking apart the wrong set of keys. So after a painstakingly long process of dismantling the keys from their keychains and a few chip nails, this is what I was left with. Okay, so these are the wax seal stamps that I will be using. And as you can see, they're all different sizes. I'm going to start with the smallest one that you could probably find on the market. This one measures at 1/2 inch. I'm going to use this small keychain that I found. You can see here that there's about a 1 to 2 millimeter gap between the actual wax seal stamp and the ring. And we'll see if that size actually works. And when you're mixing your wax, you have to make sure that you don't overheat it. In this case, I let it sit on the burner for too long, and you'll see there's bubbles in it. So if you notice that there's lots of bubbling, it means it's overheated. So you want to pull it off the heat and then just mix it until those bubbles disappear. Because if you don't, what'll happen is you'll get bubbles in the actual wax seal. Another note is I like to use a cotton pad with alcohol. And once I've poured the wax, I like to wipe the metal barrel because the wax has a tendency to overflow onto the side of the barrel there, and it's an absolute mess. You don't want the wax to pour into the candle or all over the holder there. So when you pour a certain amount of wax, you don't want to pour so much wax that it extends right to the actual ring, because it will pour out. And because these rings are so narrow, if you over pour, then the wax will flow over the edge. You won't get a really nice wax seal. So the key here is to not over pour, but pour enough when it's pushed down, it actually pushes right to the edge to meet that silver ring. Okay, so here is the wax seal stamp. Now, it does produce a perfectly rounded one. However, as you can see, it does pick up that discrepancy where the metal wires overlap. So you'll get that. And I'll show you at the end of this video how to get rid of that. That's pretty much the only drawback of this keyring. Now here's the next size up, which I like, especially if you're doing really small cards with really tiny envelopes. This is a really nice size too. And this is a little over 1/2 inch. So I would say maybe 5/8 of an inch, but pretty close to the other one. It is just a little larger. And we're going to use this ring here. Another tip when you're mixing your wax, a lot of people don't know when it's ready. The best way to know when it's ready is if it's no longer stringy when you pull up on the wax with your wooden stick. And then it's really runny. Runny without being bubbly. Because like I said, once it's bubbly, then it means it's been overheated. Okay, and the best way to pour wax is to always pour directly down into the center and not kind of swirling it around. This one had a little bit of a bubble. What I usually do is I call it my flamethrower, and I will actually melt that bubble away. But what you'll notice is that the bubble will open up, and then if you wait a little bit, it actually closes up on itself. Okay, the next size that we're going to be using here is this one right here. Again, this one is 3/4 of an inch. Another great wax seal stamp for smaller cards. Again, I did not over pour to meet the edges of the ring. And the key here is to really place the wax seal right above that wax pour. And then just gently lower it into the wax. Now I actually have this black keychain and it's pretty much the same size as the silver one. The only difference is that it has it's not round. It's not a cylindrical keychain. It's actually flat. And I'm just wondering if that will create a better wax seal so that you can over pour it a little and that the wax can kind of push over onto the edge. But we'll try it, see how it is. If you're wondering how I use these perfectly rounded wax seals, you can click the link above or wait till the end of this video where I'll link other videos that show you how to use wax seals in your creations other than cards. And if you're wondering what other things you can use to create these beauties, here are some other videos that showcase my other household hacks that you might actually be interested in. So this is the most common sized wax seal stamp that you'll see on the market. It's a 1-inch seal, and I really love this one because this is the one that you will see on most cards, wedding invitations. It's a really good size. However, to find the right keychain was almost impossible. One thing I found was that with all these wax seal stamps, you need a keychain that is at least 1/8 of an inch larger in diameter than the actual wax seal stamp. In this case, the key ring is 1/16 of an inch larger than the wax seal stamp. And so what I found is that it produced what I call more of a modern pour, a modern wax seal where there's really no lip or no ledge around the wax seal, which is fine if you're doing a lot of modern creations. But if you want that nice framing, that nice border around a wax seal, anything less than 1/16 of an inch in diameter will produce a more modern wax seal. So this next wax seal stamp is one of the largest ones that I have in my collection. This one is 1¼ inches in diameter, and I love this one for larger cards. I like using the larger wax seals for gifts, placing them on gifts. So the keychain that goes along with this is a perfect size for this wax seal stamp. I love how this one turned out. It's beautiful. You've got that nice round ridge around it that we're always looking to create. So you get that keychain issue that we're having on the edge there. But I would not fret, my pet, because it is so easy to remove that and still maintain this perfectly rounded wax seal that we're all wanting to create. And the best thing to do is take your flamethrower or your candle lighter. You just use the flame to just smooth out that area, and it does a wonderful job. You just have to be careful that you don't overheat it, or else you'll just burn right through the actual wax seal. So it does take a little bit of practice. So take care. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments for me, any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Until we meet again, enjoy your crafting, and we'll see you in the next videos. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.